Hello, my lovely people. Alright, so today is day 2 and we are going to talk about cleansing. Now, grounding and cleansing are essentially the same thing. We're removing excess energy that does not belong to us. They are essentially one, but yet two separate methods. So don't combine them into one, keep them separate, just know that they are both doing the same thing. We're removing excess energy that does not belong to us. Alright, so with day 2, I'm going to show you my method, and then we're going to go into the other methods that I've stumbled upon the way in this journey to figure out what my methods were. And if you have any questions, write them down, post them in the group, and we will address them as soon as I see them. Tag me in it so I can see it right away. Alright, here we go. Okay, so my method, I put my hands on my solar plexus and I simply just say, I have a golden blue white light that flows through my body, transmutating anything negative and bad into positivity and love. Through this exercise, I am cleansed. Now I will keep my hands on my solar plexus until those soap bubbly feelings feel like they have disappeared. And after those soap bubbly feelings disappear, I will then go into my protection method. Alright, next we're going to talk about all the other methods that I have stumbled upon my journey. The first, we're going to talk about visualization techniques. So the first thing we're going to do is we are simply just going to visualize a golden blue white waterfall of light coming from the God source and just rushing slowly over us, knowing that it is cleansing every chakra on the way down. For intentional purposes, my hands are demonstrating for you, but they are always on my solar plexus when I'm doing things like this for my own cleansing exercises, so just keep that in mind. And once that light reaches your feet, know that all the negative energy has been pushed down through you back to the ground to be transmutated back where it belongs, into positivity and love. The next one is a breathing technique. So for this one, again, my hands are normally on my solar plexus, but for demonstration purposes, I am going to be having them in a big, in front of you so that you can see what I'm doing. So we imagine that this ball of golden blue white light is here in front of us, and every breath we take in, we are inhaling this golden blue white light into our bodies, then we're holding it, and then with that held of breath, we are pushing the stagnant energy up and the good energy down, and we're going to hold it again, which pushes the good energy down further, the stagnant energy up further, and we continue to repeat the process until you feel like your body has cleansed. So, for example, alright, so we have our light in front of us, golden blue white light, continuous supply of it. So we take a deep breath in, and now you hold that breath, and then you slowly let it out, and you hold that lack of breath, and then you breathe in, and you hold it, and you breathe out, and you hold it, and you just keep repeating that process until you feel like you are entirely cleansed. Next is imagining a golden blue white flame. Now again, you don't have to imagine the golden blue white flame. You can imagine a golden blue diamond, a golden blue heart, a golden blue triangle, a golden blue square, whatever you want to imagine. Just imagine that those colors are with it. So for me, I like to imagine the golden blue flame, golden blue white light flame. It starts at my feet and it slowly crawls up and goes through my crown chakra. And it'll feel, I feel those soap bubbly tingles as this happens. And once those soap bubbly tingles are done, I know that I am cleansed. Now the next one is really fun to do, but you have to make sure that you are grounded and protected before you do so. So once you are grounded and protected, you step outside and you open your crown. Now to open your crown, you just simply imagine that there are these invisible doors on top here, and you poof them open. Okay, so now when your crown is open, you stand in the sun, and as the sun shines in through your crown, it is cleansing everything on its way down. It's pushing all that stuff back to the earth to be transmutated back to where it belongs. Now, important thing to do is remember to close your crown, because if you don't close your crown, you give access to anything that you don't want into there because you have left those doors open. So remember, first ground and protect yourself, and when you're done, do not forget to close your crown. Next thing is super easy. Take a shower. Take a shower. Set the intention that as you're taking the shower, you're washing all the negativity off and away from you. You can get soaps that are infused with sage, sweetgrass, and cedar, and just know that it is all being washed down the drain to be transmutated back to where it belongs. And next on the list is the bowl/vase method. So now this one's really interesting, and it might not be for you, but maybe it is for you. So you take a bowl or a vase, you fill it with water, and you set it somewhere where you can see it on a daily basis. Now when you feel like these negative energies are creeping up on you, you're going to go to this bowl or vase of water. You're going to imagine those negative energies being put into this bowl or vase, being drowned in this water. And then once a week, you're going to want to dump this bowl or vase of water out and start new with brand new water for the next week. So it's just important to remember to dump it out once a week. Alright, and next is movement. Now what do I mean by movement? Any kind of movement. Walking, dancing, cleaning your house, oh my gosh, yoga, exercising, literally anything. As long as you enjoy it, it is going to help you. There are just a few things you want to pay attention to when you're walking. So when you're walking, are you walking with your head bent forward, hiding your throat chakra? Are you bent forward in the chest area, hiding your heart chakra, etc., etc. down the line? Are you hunched over, hiding your solar plexus and your sacral chakra? Or are you tucking your tailbone in and hiding your root chakra? Those are key indications that you need to work on those specific areas. Now, the other thing you can do when you're walking is know that with every footstep you take, every time your foot hits the ground, the negative energy is leaving you. So then when it comes to dancing, trust your intuition. Your body knows what it needs to do, which directions it needs to move to open everything back up. So turn on some tunes that you really enjoy, crank them up, and have fun. Fire. Fire is always one of the favorites. There are a few different things that we can do. So the first thing that you can do is you can take a piece of paper and you can write down all of the negativity that you want to release. And you take this piece of paper and you burn it. Now when it comes to bay leaves, you can take a bay leaf, or you can take a piece of snake skin, the skin that snakes lose when they're shedding, growing into the new skin. You can go and find that stuff, and you can take a bay leaf or a piece of that snake skin, hold it in your hands, put your intentions to release all this negativity into it, blow into either the bay leaf or the snake skin 3 times, and then burn it. Okay, and the next is going to be the white candle method. Okay, so with the white candle method, you can do a couple different things. You can simply hold the candle in your hand, setting your intentions into it that way. You can blow into the candle 3 times, setting your intentions into it that way. Or you can also take the candle, of course not lit, and rub it all over your body with the intention of wherever this white candle touches, it is removing negative energy from this space. After you have done those methods, or one of those methods, or a combination of those methods, you simply light the candle and know that your intention is set and everything is disappearing. You might have to repeat it more than one time. The important thing to remember, with the white candle method is that you want to snuff the candle out, not blow it out. If you blow the candle out by accident, you are releasing all of the intentions that you had put in there to be repicked up by either yourself or someone else in the area. So important, remember to snuff it out. Next on my list is smudging, which is not what I thought it was. When someone had mentioned the word smudge, I thought that they meant they were taking ashes and rubbing it all over themselves or all over their walls of their house. I was absolutely taking no part in that. But I actually found out that smudging really means that you are passing smoke in, around, under, over, whatever direction, in or around something. So like saging myself, for example, is smudging myself. I start at the top and I work my way down. So you can use sage, Palo Santo, incense. I recently just picked up a sage and mugwort stick all in one. I love it. And there's more methods to this. Go ahead and feel free to Google more methods. The one thing that you want to remember when you're getting ready to sage your house is you want to start in the very back of your house. First, you want to open up all the windows, and then you want to start in the back of your house and work your way towards the front door. So what this does is it removes all the negative energy from the back of the house, pushes it out towards the front, out back to the universe, where it can just be scattered or possibly transmuted back to the earth where it belongs. Alright, as you're smudging, feel free to say a prayer and know that your intention is being set, that you are cleansing whatever it is you are trying to cleanse. Next on the list is crystals. So again, when it comes to crystals, even though they can be associated with cleansing, they also have other properties. So make sure that the crystals are also needed, like their properties are also needed for other areas of your life. The ones that I have are black tourmaline, shungite, bloodstone, smoky quartz, and clear quartz. You can take these crystals and run them over your body, setting your intention, just like the white candle, knowing that everywhere this crystal touches, it is cleansing. You can hold it in your hand and simply set your intentions into it that way, or you can blow into the crystal 3 times and set your intentions into it that way. The one thing you want to remember when you're doing this method of cleansing with a crystal is that immediately after you are done using this specific crystal for cleansing, you want to specifically cleanse this crystal. If you have a selenite plate, great, just set it on there and walk away. Otherwise, do whatever you got to do to cleanse and recharge that crystal, because if you accidentally put that crystal into your pocket without it being cleansed and recharged, you could potentially pick up those negative energies and start carrying them again, because if a crystal gets too full, it can even potentially reflect those energies and start giving it back off. Next fun thing to talk about is infusions. So there are different kinds of infusions. They're super simple. First one is a crystal. You want to make sure that this crystal is not water soluble. What do I mean? You want to make sure that it does not dissolve in water. You simply just want the properties of this crystal to infuse this water. So if you're not sure, just stay away from this method. But otherwise, put a crystal in a glass or in a bottle of water, set it in the fridge for a period of however long you want to, and then drink it. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Next is the sun. You simply just take a bottle of water and put it in the sun. Great stuff. And last is the moon. Now with the moon, you want to be careful because the moon carries different energies. So if you're unsure, just research what stage the moon is in that night, where the energies are at. For example, I would never put a water bottle out in the new moon because it is full of crazy new energies. So just keep those things in mind. All right, next is organization, and this should come as no surprise. So clean anywhere, clean everywhere. What do I mean by this? You're going to want to clean your house, and I don't necessarily mean deep clean, just rearrange things, move things around because you're moving that stagnant energy around, giving space for new room. Clean up your cell phone screen, your computer screen, your TV screen if you're able to arrange the icons on there. Clean up your inbox. Pictures, get rid of old pictures that you don't need, Facebook groups that you're in, just clean it all up, anything social media wise. Get rid of anything that no longer serves your higher purpose, because by doing so, you are getting rid of that stagnant energy and, like I said, letting new room in for good and prosperous things to come to you. And I like to reference this one to think of yourself as a dolphin when you're using echolocation. If you are walking around or looking at something and it is a cluttered mess, what message are you receiving back with those vibrations? You're receiving that low vibration, that negative energy from the cluttered mess. So if you just clean things, rearrange things, or, do one better and do get rid of the things that no longer serve your higher purpose, you have created a new space. So when you're walking around using your echolocation, you're getting an endless abundance of new space for these vibrations to bounce back to you. Trees, again, nature. If you need to cleanse yourself, hug a tree. It's going to ground you, it's going to cleanse you all in one. You're going to love it, it's going to feel amazing. The next thing that you can do for cleansing is prayer, and you can substitute meditation for prayer if you want to. You simply just ask the divine to come in and take away any unwanted energy and disperse it back to the earth where it belongs. So for example, I just say, hey Archangel Michael, can you please come and help me get rid of this excess energy that no longer belongs to me? I'm having a hard time right now. Next is the act of good works. So first you have to understand the nature of the emotion that you're feeling. So for example, if you are feeling selfish, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to do something that's charitable or selfless. So you want to give to somebody, help somebody out, do something. And another example is if you're angry, you're going to want to forgive somebody. It doesn't have to be the exact same person that you're angry with at the moment, but just simply the act of forgiving is going to help you release that anger that you're holding on to. And it maybe at some point in time you can forgive the person you are originally mad at. Now they also make bottles of sage spray. So it's just a cute little 12-ounce bottle with a little spray bottle. I think I paid $12 for mine, I do believe, and you just spritz it around. Very safe alternative as opposed to burning something in your house. And some people don't like the actual burning smell, they prefer the sage spray over. My personal opinion, I don't think it really matters. Some more essential oils are rosemary, clary sage, sweetgrass, and cedar. Just do your research, make sure that they are safe for your family, safe for you, and that also as well, just like crystals, their properties match what you need them to do. Alright, so next thing we're going to talk about is an in-depth cleansing. Now, they recommend that you take a shower first and set your intention to wash away all the negative energy that way first. However, I have been taking a bath every single night for like the last, oh my god, decade. And so I can personally say that I don't feel like that step is necessary because I get the same effects. But in in-depth cleansing, you can take the shower first if you want to, or you simply just start drawing your bath water. Now you can get a separate bowl if you want to, or you can dump these things specifically just straight into your water, but you get yourself some essential oils, some salts of your choice. You can also do mugwort, charcoal, things like that. You're just making yourself this amazing combination of a cleansing bath, and you're setting those intentions into that as you're dumping them into the bath, or as you're mixing it up in the bowl and then dumping it into the bath. Just make sure that those intentions are set. Now you're going to want to soak in this water for 15 to 30 minutes. I personally try to soak in it for an hour myself. That is just my daily routine. Now when you're draining the tub, not only do you imagine that the tub is draining the water and the negative energy that is inside that water from your cleansing bath, but imagine this drain as a ginormous vacuum sucking all the excess negative energy that might have snuck out of the water, then stuck into the room, down the drain with it as it goes. Now for people who are doing healing or things with cards or any kind of energy work, you're going to want to take a cleansing bath on a more regular basis. So at least weekly, but they do recommend it done or be done for everyone at least once a month. All right, couple more things to talk about before we wrap it up. So back to movement. I will be uploading a couple images of a couple yoga things. So the first one we're going to talk about is the mountain pose. Now this is a wide open pose. As you're standing in this position, your chakras are open, ready to receive cleansing energy and releasing the negativity. It's really great for helping to remove that stagnant energy. Along with the yin yoga. So yin yoga has multiple positions, as you'll see as I upload the image, and it is really going to help open up your chakras and get everything balanced and flowing like it should be. So that wraps it up for day 2 and cleansing. If you guys have any questions, please write them on a piece of paper, tag me in them, and I will address them as soon as I see them. I hope all of you are having a lot of fun. I know I am. And I will see you for day 3. Bye, guys.